Hello and welcome to Two in a Highchair for Smoking, coming of age in a 1990s restaurant. Let's get back into chapter 1. So I left and went down to the back pass bar. It felt good to be out of the heat. The kitchen was like a pressure cooker. Amy was near the fridge, making a milkshake. On the other side of the pass bar was a long table with 3 bus tubs, all filled to overflowing. "It's good that you're here," she said over the noise of the milkshake machine. "A bunch of tables have their bill. We need these tubs emptied right away." As if on cue, a table stood up. It was a family with a young son and a baby daughter. The father put out his cigarette in the ashtray and picked up the bill while his wife tried to wrestle the daughter out of the high chair. The boy played with a pocket video game. I picked up a bus tub, brought it back to the dish pit, and then made a return trip. For good measure, I went to the front pass bar. 3 full bus tubs on the counter greeted me. At the front of the restaurant, I could see a crowd of people milling around, waiting to be seated. The hostess didn't seem to be enjoying her work. Back to the dish pit and down to work. Unload, dump, spray, load, sort, rinse and repeat. Time passed. From far away, I became aware of yelling. The kitchen. The boss wasn't reading out the latest order. He was screaming at one of the cooks. Something had been lost, and a waitress was freaking out. Where was the food? No one knew. Where was the order? It couldn't be found. The argument escalated. I couldn't make out the words. The well-oiled machine in the kitchen had malfunctioned, and pieces were starting to fly. "You can stick this job up your ass!" Those were the first words that I heard clearly. The cook stormed past the dish pit. I couldn't remember his name. He hadn't been with us for very long. His face was flushed, and he looked ready to cry. He went into the changing room and slammed the door. This is because of me, I thought, with growing guilt and horror. This is all me. The cook came out with his jacket and backpack. His apron and shirt were in a heap on the floor. "You stupid son of a bitch!" the boss yelled, and the cook was gone. Man down, man down. No time to argue. The waitress came back with an update. The customers had left after making a scene. It felt like war. There was nothing to do but keep going. Shoot, reload the guns, and then press forward. So the kitchen moved on and finished the orders. I washed the dishes, brought out the plates and the cutlery, brought back more bus tubs, filled the racks, rinse and repeat. Finally, the orders slowed from a torrent to a trickle, and the last dishes were carried out, and the customers started eating. The bus tubs would remain empty until the last wave got their bills. I went down to the back pass bar and asked Amy to put in my lunch order, a chicken strip burger with fries. Passing by the boss's office, I saw him in his chair in front of the computer. His head was in his hands. He pushed the door closed with one arm. I went to the changing room. Stepping over the shirt and apron on the floor, I noticed something else. The cook had left his golf cap, a jaunty-colored thing that he wore every shift. It had been his trademark. It's all my fault. And I never mentioned it to anyone.